Joining me now is House Oversight Ranking Member, Congressman James Comer. Congressman, your reaction to that report?
Yeah, look, Joe Biden's not been tough on China. He's all talk. We've got a problem with China. When you look at the technology that is produced in China that we have to have, the semiconductors, we need an administration that's going to stand up to China. And everything that this administration does with respect to China is all talk. You know, the research that we've done with our investigations on the Oversight Committee shows that Joe Biden knew exactly what Hunter Biden was doing in trying to negotiate deals with China to start purchasing interest in the American energy industry. So we've got a long way to go with respect to lessening our dependence on China, much less bringing manufacturing back to the United States. Hopefully, in a Republican majority, we can force this administration to not just talk about being tough with China, but actually doing something to be tough on China.
So it's about the actual presentations that you have, the Biden family giving access to China on U.S. energy, including U.S. natural gas reserves in 5 states. Is it more than that? Are you finding more information on what the Biden family was doing with U.S. energy assets?
Yeah, we've got a lot of whistleblowers that have come forward. We're continuing to conduct investigations. I'm not going to sign my name on anything unless it's factual. Unlike Adam Schiff, we're going to produce factual evidence of wrongdoing. So I think that what the American people are going to see, they know already that Hunter Biden was a shady business character who was trying to facilitate deals that benefited China at the expense of America. What I think America's going to see is that Joe Biden knew very well what Hunter Biden was doing. Now, the question is, was Joe Biden using government officials to try to help facilitate these deals that Hunter was trying to do with China?
And where they made millions of dollars, right? Where they made
millions. There's millions. That's why we need the bank records. This administration's blocked access to bank records that other members of Congress in previous administrations had access to.
The Treasury is saying it's because of an ongoing probe, but the Treasury is claiming it's because of an ongoing probe. Is that true?
And that's not true. That's what they're saying. But that's not true, Liz, because the ongoing probe has to do with tax evasion. That's what he's being investigated for in Delaware, is tax evasion.
Okay.
What we're talking about here is dealing with China, and that has potentially compromised this president. And that's why we're seeing an administration that's soft on China, that's having an energy policy that is advantageous to China at the expense of American consumers.
Okay,
so we've got a long way to go for this administration to stand up to China.
We also have this. 51 Republican lawmakers sent a letter to 3 of the president's cabinet secretaries, the Pentagon chief, Treasury Secretary, Agriculture chief. They're saying national security is threatened by a Chinese Communist Party-linked company, the Fufeng Group. They're buying farmland near Grand Forks Air Force Base in North Dakota. There's also this. You've brought this up, getting back to Hunter Biden as part of your House oversight probe, that basically you've been pushing allegations that that basically Hunter Biden's former assistant, Jia Qibao, was a spy for the Chinese government, that Hunter Biden has his own Eric Swalwell Fang problem. But this is based on anonymous whistleblowers, right? So the American people might say, well, who were these whistleblowers?
It's based on a credible whistleblower, and I think the American people will see that whistleblower testify under oath in a Republican majority if we flip the House in November. But at the end of the day, this was his assistant, and she was a member of the Communist Chinese Party. So this is all information that's coming out. The more that comes out on Hunter Biden, the worse it is, and the more it shows that Hunter was compromised by China.
Do you know if she was a spy?
This president compromised?
Do you know if she was a spy?
Well, we don't know that she was a spy, but we do know that she was very active in the Chinese Communist Party. We do know that everyone affiliated with that Chinese, the founder of the Chinese energy company that he was working for has been detained by the Chinese government. Nobody's seen him for 2 years.
So she's also working with the Enron of China, CEFC, to talk about U.S. natural gas reserves flowing through 5 states through the Biden family, deal making with CEFC. Was that it? Is that where she ties in?
That is exactly it.
And Tony Bobolinsky,
according to the whistleblowers.
Yeah, go ahead. And Tony Bobolinsky had said 10% of that deal was for the big guy, Joe Biden. Is that it? Go ahead.
And Gilliar, there were two former associates have said Joe Biden was the big guy. And this associate was also trying to negotiate a deal for the Chinese Enron to come in and start purchasing drillers of natural gas. So they're trying to get their foot in the door on the American energy industry's infrastructure.
It's quite a story. We'll stay on it. Congressman Comer, thank you so much for joining us tonight, sir. It's good to see you.